Good morning. Dang, your boy needs a share. Look at that. Oh, looking rough, boy. Whew. Cack of the morning to yous. Let's get this head. Yo, what up? Just had to wet the hair down a little bit. Was looking rough in the morning. Took a shower last night, so I'm about to take one here in a little bit. What's good, folks? Listen to a little AI translation of World War II speeches. About to chalk up fresh in the morning, say what's up. Gosh, I look like a wreck. Oof. What up, gang? About to chalk up real quick in the morning. Do it off camera for the peeps. What up, gang? Like, share, subscribe. We're trying to take the world over. We're trying to start a compound, sell some art, do some golf videos. Have a good one with it. You already know. Time to chalk up. FYI, definitely. When you wash your bong out in the morning, definitely make sure you put water back in it. That was wild. Whew, my laptop's down here restarting. What's cracking, folks? Where are y'all from? What time is it? What's going on in your world? Holy shit. That fucking wrecked me with no water. What up, guys? Mark Messi? No. I hit some weed and didn't have any water in it. So it literally murdered me. I think we are all dying slowly, sir. Oh well. But I do appreciate you checking on me, brother. Yeah, it definitely went. This is just for me dampening my hair, though. But what's up? Like, share, subscribe so we can take the world over. Everyone's welcome once I buy the land and start the compound. So, whew. I still can't even talk. Ugh. That bong hit just straight annihilated me. Whew. Yeah, check out some of the fart work. I don't know if you want to call it art, but it's something. You know. Whoa. The glare's killing it, but no, outer space action. Like, share, subscribe, folks, so we can start this compound. Everyone's welcome. Do take a break and get some. I do. Thanks, McEve. Yeah, definitely did, bro. Facts. You're getting a follow for that one, KJCC shop. I golf as well. I cook. I do a lot of different stuff. I don't know if we're gonna call all this art. Maybe from the tattoo artist, but not on my my body. I look a little ridiculous. What prison did you come from? No prison, good sir. I've never actually even been to jail. This is just me living in Chicago, being 40 years old. 39 in May. I've been offered to get them lasered off, but I'd rather just keep it. Kind of a life lesson. You know what I mean, Blair? What prison did I come from? Oh, you saw the bong rip, brother? Dude, that shit was terrible. I had no water in it, so it straight annihilated me. I gotta ask, brother, you good? Yeah, I just took a nasty bong hit, Ricky, and didn't have any water in it and didn't realize it because I just washed it out this morning. You look half dead. Thank you. I just took a bong hit and just washed my, not wash my hair, rinse my hair real quick. Yeah, dude, I definitely missed the mark on that one when it comes to filling it up. But yeah, what you up to, Play? You guys at work? What you got going on? What you got popping? Where you from? What's cracking? Y'all trying to start a compound too and break away from the system, or what? Because honestly, that's all you got to do is you say you live in Chicago. No. From Chicago, born and raised. My grandma's side of the family lives down in Virginia, so that's where I'm at here. I'll show you. I'm in a trailer park. I own this place. Not the trailer park, but the trailer. But yeah, I'm out in the mountains, brother. This is so beautiful out here. You just literally just walk up into the woods and just get lost and have fun. There's a waterfall back there too that I hike to. Actually, I'm gonna probably drop a video of hiking into the waterfall and shit too, and fucking all that good stuff. But no, lived in Chicago for a long time. Hello, sir. My pets are my life. What's up? Like, share, subscribe, so we can start a compound and take the world back over. Literally, all you do is you just gotta start by example. Like, a rapper doesn't need to tell you to get a Lamborghini. He just has to get it and someone wants to emulate it. Annoyed with a coworker being a dickhead, so I'm about to go hit a dab. Oh, yeah, bro. It sucks for me because usually when I'm like upset, I gotta kind of like wait for it to subside for a second before I smoke weed, because if I'm upset and I smoke weed, it kind of like makes it spiral a little bit, you know? Oh, nice view. I live in Iowa. No, I'm Midwest living. I've, up in Chicago's in the outskirts of Chicago. It's all flat land, baby, as far as I can see. Coming out here is awesome, so I'm definitely looking forward to being able to accumulate enough funds to be able to start shipping people out. USA, what up, my pets are my life. I wish I could meditate myself. Yeah, it's hard, definitely. If you got to be able to clear the mind. What do you got, Ricky? Nah. Well, nah. He annoyed me about an hour ago. Oh, hell yeah, for sure, bro. It's how weird does it feel? Like you don't even feel like it's natural being in a work environment. Yes, you like to work and contribute to something, but you want to see like the the yield from your work almost. Like I for 2 years worked at a slaughterhouse up here as the only kill man. So from A to Z, I know how to pick apart an animal. Talk to me about bone rattle. What's it feel like? What's bone rattle? Are you talking about like when you went from the tattoos and stuff? Yes, I got more. Here's some more. I just made this for my buddy the other day. Pardon the glare. Yeah, this is all my stuff. Here, I'll show you all my pets. It's a whole wall. It's a whole wall of my stuff. Here, I'll give you a little little bit of a better view. Yeah, it's like colored Rorschach tests. Yeah, I'm a business owner myself. Yeah, absolutely, dude. Are those your paintings? Pretty, thank you. Yeah, bone rattle. I don't know what's bone rattle. What that guy was talking about. Assuming with the tattoos. Oh yeah, business owner. That'll get you, man. It's kind of frustrating, but as long as you feel like you're contributing to something, it's nice. Like you said, just to be able to see it. Bone rattle. Dude, I mean, even on the elbow, it wasn't that bad. To be honest with you, it's more about like the nerve endings on the skin. Like my fingers, it says I gotta get them redone, but it says homesick and free mind. But if you look here, it says home free and sick mind. These actually hurt the most pain wise. I mean, I had to get it done 3 times because the ink on your fingers falls off. I'm gonna start streaming regularly. Absolutely, yeah. I just quit my job about 2 weeks ago, and yeah. Yeah, 100%, absolutely, without a doubt. I'm sure it's got to be wild being a business owner from A to Z. Um, About to get back to it, but I'll sub. Hell yeah, Ricky, pull up whenever, bro. What job? I was working at a. Uh, it's called Lee. It's a health and rehab facility. And when you hear rehab, you think drugs, but it's actually essentially like an old folks' home and a place where people come for after surgeries for rehab. And there's extended stay people that are pretty much that are residents there. But yeah, I was doing facility maintenance. So mainly I was basically doing a bunch of contract work for $14 an hour in the middle of nowhere. But I don't mind. I like working. I enjoy being able to be productive and stuff. So to me, it's not. There's nothing complainatory. I just had a little. There's certain things at work that. There's environments that you just can't contribute to. Like if you're the boss, you're supposed to be willing to do the same thing as everybody else. I'm not saying get in there and actually do it, but willing to. Just and everybody knows that you're willing to do it. And it just wasn't like that. Like. We had to dig some drainage trenches that the boss in our thing wanted to do, and it was just me and the other guy out there the whole time. He didn't even have nothing to do with it. It's like, dude, this is contract work. You go let the facility pay for it, instead of us sitting out here doing this all day. Making pennies on the dollar. I'm making $14 an hour to do $30 an hour work, and it was just yeah. Yeah, well. My monthly bills are $500 a month. I'm talking that's from lot. I own this trailer. I own both the vehicles. I got an '03 Honda Civic and a '93 Ford Ranger, both with just over 100,000 miles. They both run great. But yeah, my bills are so low. It's hard to survive on 14 an hour, but that's like around $2,000 a month, and my bills are 500, so I had 1,500 for like food, gas, entertainment, which still 1,500 a month is nothing for food, gas, entertainment. Like cigarettes and gas alone, you're spending $400, $500, $600 a month minimum. And down here, you got to drive 20, 30 minutes to Walmart. So it's real. That's how you do it. Live in your means. Absolutely. I'm one of those individuals, like this shirt, Ford Bronco shirt I got for $7 at Marshalls, and it's 100. I'm 100% cotton guy, so polyester is a petroleum byproduct, and you're basically wearing a gasoline plastic bag on your body that your body's absorbing. But yeah, you can't live outside your means, and honestly, I don't think anyone's means should be outside essentially how I'm living to an extent. Maybe an extension of that. I've got a 19 Pathfinder. Heck yeah, dude. Yeah, dude. I bought my fucking in 2021. I bought the Ranger, and then my grandparents, when my parents were getting a divorce when my sister was in high school. I'm 39, so this is over a decade ago. They bought her my other grandma's car who died for 2,900. So when my sister moved back from Florida back to Chicago, she gave my grandparents this Civic, and now it's just mine essentially because yeah, my dad works at a place where nice. That's what's up. Demographically, I mean, pays different everywhere throughout the country. Like the cost of living where I'm at is substantially less than anywhere else. So that's why I was able to live on $14 an hour. We'll survive. I don't know about live, but exist. But the thing about it is, I'm able to have fun in a puddle, so it doesn't. My entertainment doesn't necessarily cost money. I can go out and hike. Golfing here, it costs me a cart fee to golf. It's $85 a month for a membership at the golf course. It's more than that around at most places. So yeah, 23 hours. Yeah, it's pretty good. I mean, I'm on Indeed and stuff looking, but I'm gonna try to continue to do this as much as possible. Hopefully, sell some paintings. I had an individual on here last night. She's got a friend in Houston that has a gallery, and I looked up the website and everything. So, hopefully things kind of start matriculating from there, and I can be able to like build up and have a platform in order to be able to convey the message that it's time for us to rise up. Whatever's going on right now in the system is just not it, and it's clearly controlled by an elite group of individuals. I mean, I know that sounds Alex Jones conspiratorial, but that's literally what it is. Ricky Rollo, I've actually never sold the painting. I've only given them away to my friends and family and stuff. These are like I got 20 on the back, and then I got another about 6 or 7. But heck, dude, if you want a custom one, whatever, bro, you work a job, shit, bro. I would just let me know what your financial situation is, and if it's nothing, I'll fucking hook you up. But I don't really. I'll do a custom painting and send it to you, brother. Send me $1 on Cash App with your information, and yeah, I'll literally, bro, just let me know what your situation is. Just pay shipping plus like $20. I don't give a fuck. I'll hook you up big time. You should sell them. I appreciate it. I'm gonna try to. There's this lady that was in Houston that was on here yesterday. I was looking at her profile, and she was talking about how her friend, her friend Deborah Colton. You can look it up, Houston Gallery. The lady's been popping off exhibitions since I think the early 2000s or the late 90s. So there's a substantial amount of networking ability that those people would have. Deborah Colton, or Colton, yeah, Coalton, Deborah Colton. Nah, I work, but I can definitely do that. Let me know. It's in the description on like my channel. Under the shit, it says it's a Doughboy Fatty. Yeah, just send me a buck or try to figure out how to reach out to me, bro. So I'm not really trying to make money off people. I just want someone to enjoy it. People that have money and are looking to invest in art. Yeah, for sure. Let's let them drop the paper. But for everybody else, I just want people to be able to enjoy it because it's like a colored Rorschach test. Like my grandma has no imagination whatsoever, zero imagination. And she's like, "Do you see the rabbit? Do you see?" And it was just so fun for the paintings to be able to almost like capture her imagination and be able to allow her to visualize something that she normally doesn't have because she is one of the least creative people I've ever met in my entire life. But yeah, so I would definitely love to. Yeah, it's Doughboy Fatty, Doughboii with 3 I's, Fatty, Doughboy Fatty. But yeah, if it's in the description, just send me a buck or even a penny, bro. Like I don't even really want any money. and give me some like contact information, and we'll go from there. Yeah, it does, but it's up to you to be able to kind of like protect that like inner child, like the essence of your being, like the Saturday morning cartoons, the snow day at school, that like the fresh air on a day off of school on the weekends, like that's yeah, absolutely, bro. Holler at me, bro, for real. Like I'm a real ass individual, and I'm not trying to fake the funk, dude. I think we need to start, instead of look maxing, we need to start like knowledge maxing and shit, straight up, like, and fucking revolution maxing and fucking um. I can't even hate the terminology maxing to an extent, but yeah, it's definitely time for everyone to try to. I know this sounds cliche and stupid, but it's time for everyone to really come together and be able to execute this plan to be able to take over the system. Because if you stop contributing to the system no longer exists, and the system is what you make it. Straight up, like for real. If you stop going to Walmart, all the stores that sell, like, provide products to Walmart, also go out of business. Think about it. It's really sad because people shove young adults to stop. Well, that's what it is. Like, as Americans, we're taught that we have to go out at 18 and start our own empire and decide what we want to do in life. You know, people from other countries stay with their family for a number of years. They work together, and there's power in numbers. So, you know, I gotta go. Nice meeting. I'll subscribe to you, bro. Yeah, for real, for real. Sub to the channel, KCC. I'm gonna screenshot this so I could get your. I don't forget your information, brother. I got Ricky Rollo and my pets from life. I'll sub to you guys. But yeah, that's oof. It's all. Oh no. It's whatever. We'll deal with it. We'll deal with it. Yeah, dude, for sure, bro. I support the hustle as far as like just existence of life. KJCC shop. I'll check your shit out, bro. KG. Oh heck yeah, customs, bro. Check your stuff out. Is it Are you a mechanic? I'm assuming, or something along those lines. Because I love working on cars, brother. Pets more life. I got you guys. I screenshotted the chat so I could add all you ins. My girl gets off work at fucking 12, so I gotta fucking wait for that call. Oh my gosh. So how are we gonna? What's the first step that we're gonna take? I guess it's just gonna have to be me rising up and just letting people come to the land. I already know how to, like, what resources to kind of target and who to kind of talk to in order to further kind of like further the endeavor in regards to like what stuff we need to be growing in order for the proper nutrient intake. I'm big into intermittent fasting. I just got done doing a 30-day parasite cleanse, and I literally probably lost 8 inches of like gut bloating. My stomach went down about 8 inches with no um, loss of mass. I don't want to say weight, but loss of mass. Weight as well, but I view fat and muscle a little differently. So I didn't lose any muscle mass. I just lost like bloating, and it didn't. You know, I'm still 206 foot 227. So yeah. It's we and what's wild is you can go. I don't have Facebook anymore, but you can go on Facebook and look up healing your teeth with sound and frequency, and it'll show you where a dude, an ultrasound, the individual was using an ultrasound machine in a research lab in the University of Alberta in Canada, and he was researching the jaw growth of rabbits, and he put the ultrasound, and the lower incisors started to grow, and the teeth after 20 minutes a day after a month started to heal and regrow themselves through ultrasound frequency. It makes sense. It takes no thought to speak from the heart, and what I do is I convey my emotions through the vibrations of my voice. So, you know, that's how you do it. You like convey your essence through the vibrations of your voice so someone could understand it, because it's not what you say, it's how you say it. You know, people forget what you say. They remember how they made you made them feel. And I mean, I know it's a cliche. That's a line. That's not my line. I'm not trying to be original, but yeah. I think it's time to chalk up another bone. I want to live stream, but I only would only live stream. No, but honestly, like if you're trying to be able to do it to sustain yourself, like just there's a lot of like pages that just have stuff like that. So if you're able to have them in a room for like you got a sunroom or you got something for hours a day where they can lay in the sun or something where the camera set up them looking cute, people would tune into that, dude. Asian people love that shit. I mean, I'm not trying to be, I mean, I know that sounds like the most, YouTube is about finding your bag, man. For sure, absolutely agree. I didn't. The even just do what sticks to the wall. Facts, dude. I respect that. Um, that's true. They do, yeah. I know it sounded like fucking like racist as fuck, but I mean, I don't have any disrespect for Asian culture. I love, and that's even a blanket term, Asian culture. I mean, it's so. What are we? And they do. I mean, Asian people do love fucking animals and food, and sometimes animals as food. That was racist. Oh shit. It just scares me because my breed of dogs. What a pit? You got a pit, Dogo Argentino. You got a. I mean, honestly, anyone. Here's the thing. There's a difference between actual perception and again, I haven't really been around a ton of rots, but I have found some of them have a demeanor, but that has nothing to I don't think that really has to do with the breed, more with the upbringing of the animal. I love rots though. They're such beautiful animals. My buddy's dog, he had the most beautiful dog. It was half Shar half Rottweiler, and her name was Foxy. And when we lived downtown Chicago, we'd always take her on walks and go hang out and shit. The most beautiful dog. No, I love Rottweilers, and actually, I think a lot of people would like them as well online. They'd be a good dog. For real, straight up. It's all, like you said, it's more in the training and the upbringing and how you socialize the dog more than anything. Are there outliers just like humans? Absolutely. There can be any type of defect with anybody as far as cognitive functionality, and a wire could get crossed. Things couldn't might in a certain area might not develop properly. That's with any animal in any breeding situation though. So even humans as well. But so I don't really try to put it on the breed itself. I think you need to be cautious with anybody that's anything that's breathing. So oh, I love puppies, bro. I got cats right now. I used to have dogs, but I had to rehome them, so I need to get my money back up so we can open up a sanctuary as well, because I love the animals. Yeah. Time for a little quacks. I got some small nug run. So like all the nugs are like this big or bigger, and this bigger, this bigger, smaller. But there's really no shake, and it's all high quality. And since I smoke bongs and not like fucking joints or anything, I don't really care. And it's literally like a $40 or $50 an ounce discount just for the smaller nugs. So I'm like, yeah, all the nugs, sign me up, brother. You know, I'll pay 110 an ounce for some fucking gas any day. Yeah, dude, definitely what you could do is with the Rottweilers, if you got a room or something, or some type of like area where they like to go sit by the window or kind of not stay stationary, but and then put like cute toys with them and try to highlight their mannerisms and shorts, like the little short clips, try to make it around 12 seconds. Um, at this point that seems like it's what people's attention span is, about 12 seconds, and then it checks out. Probably it starts tapering off around 8 seconds, so if you can hold them in for the last four, you've done a great job. And that's coming from someone who has no idea anything about social media or YouTube or nothing, so that's just my blind assertion of kind of how you gotta maneuver in this little realm, if you will. Shit, I gotta put my AI speech back on. But yeah, I would love to start getting into galleries and stuff like that because I can pump new paintings out. Not a ton a day, um, two max. I mean, I'd prefer just maybe one a day because you got to sit there, let the layers dry, and then you got to like pop the bubbles if they start forming. I just too fuck yeah, bro. I literally just started doing a lives like 2 days ago, so this is like my third or fourth live ever. Um, and I really don't haven't really. I probably have I think like 12 shorts and like 4 videos. I really haven't made anything, but I want to start doing golf videos because I've been golfing since I was 5. I'm pretty fire at that. Man, I'm really glad I left the wax back at home. Fuck, brother. What state are you in? I mean, no, okay, I don't want to ask that. Are you in a state where weed's legal? If not, damn, 45 minutes, bro? What state do you? You said no. You didn't say Iowa, right? That was the KJCC shop, I believe, right? Um, damn, brother. Damn, brother. 45 minute. Oh, no, no, for sure, bro. That's I mean, life. I would just being a gooftard, you know. And I wouldn't drive. I wouldn't be in for real. Damn, that lady got Rottweilers though, dog. That's dope. I work in Florida. Oh, dope. My mom and sister lived down in Clearwater for 5 years. I love Florida. I don't know why Florida. I mean, I do know why Florida gets such a bad rap, but I really still like Florida. I don't care about the rain and the humidity. It's not fun, but it's like I'll take that by the water. Michigan, hell yeah, weed's legal in Michigan. Florida, no, right? Yeah, dude, that sucks. Yeah, dude, but traffic's a beach, dude. Traffic's a literal beach. Traffic sucks ass, man. I hate fucking traffic. I don't really hate anything, but traffic gets on my nerves. It's fun at times with the right people, you know, in the right circumstances, but like when you're trying to get somewhere or you're hungry or you're just over it, day's over, party's over, you're just trying to get to the house to close your eyes. Traffic's a beach. Yeah, I live downtown Chicago, so one time my buddy lives. I was so dope sick at the time. Rain, humidity, and politics aside from Florida is pretty tight. See, that's the yeah, dude, I love state parks. Thank you. I love state parks. Thanks for. I love my laugh is kind of weird and annoying, but I appreciate it. State parks and national forests are where it's at. And honestly, bro, go on YouTube and start looking up state park and national forest park ranger horror stories about like cryptids and shit. Dog, there's some weird stuff out there, brother. Not just like big feats. A lot of stuff. Oh, Whitey. It is. Alright, I'll be right back. I gotta get some water. I'm fucking dying. Ah, back in action. Spring water, folks. So, yeah, 100%. I know the camera's flipped backwards, but 100% natural spring water. Is it time to fog up one more again? I usually don't smoke this often. I'm probably at once every 3-4 hours. If you're sleeping like 6 hours a night, that's 18 hours. So every 3 to 4 hours. I mean, you're looking at 6 times a day. So if I take 6 bong hits a day on average, and that's 0.25 per bong hit, I literally smoke like 2 grams of weed a day and a little bit of wax, like just a little pinch on top. That's what I'll do. I'll just put like a dab of wax. Alright, I'm doing this off camera because I'm a loser, but you will see. I'm going to turn the fan off so you can see how much smoke actually comes off of this bad boy, though. Watch this. I do all that in one pull, if I can. Almost got it all at once. Wow. How'd you up, Ricky Rolo, dude? Definitely stay tapped in, bro. I'm gonna sub back, so if you're ever around here, bro, always holler at me. Oh yeah, and we'll get up about the painting for sure, for sure. Oh, with smoking? I mean, it's fine. It's actually occasional use is actually, for me anyway, it's good for my health. Alright, I can breathe. What's cracking, everybody, though? What's poppin'? What's the weather up in Michigan looking like, Playboy? That was the good one. Oh, fuck yeah. Oh, yeah, it is. April showers bring May flowers. It is tornado season. See, down here in Virginia, it's not like that. It's not as rainy as you would think it would be. But, yeah, it is that time of year up there. I mean, you're at the border of Tornado Alley, essentially. Yeah, tornadoes do be crazy. When I was up in Illinois, we had a bunch. I remember when I was a kid in the 90s, we were at this mall called Spring Hill Mall, and I don't know if we were at Venture, or I think we might have been in Sears, and my mom's like, oh my god, they're like, alright, people, don't leave, there's a tornado touching down. And I remember, like, it was so close to the mall. It didn't touch the mall, but it was so close that inside the mall you could fucking hear it. And it was the scariest, like, it sounded like a fucking freight train going, and I'm like, what in the world, dude? Yeah, tornadoes are terrifying. They're so unpredictable. They swirl so much debris. It's such a dangerous situation. Fuck a tornado, brother. Woo, that was a good catch. I Spider-Man that, dude. We need to get the fucking replay on that one. Dude, I hope we can clip that. I need an editor for real, too, dude, because we can get this shit popping for real, for real. Yeah. I got about 45 more minutes on here max, folks. Then I'll be back on tonight. Back on tonight. I would like to start dropping like some 9-hole golf videos, and it'll mainly just be edited to where, excuse me, you're just watching the shot and maybe a little bit of banter, if that. So it'll be like a fast forwarded 9 holes. I might even just drop it as a short. Or, Kenny, what's that thought? No, you can't drop it as a short. Had a tornado last night. What up, everybody else? Who else is up in here? What are y'all into? Troll my appearance, please. I would appreciate it. Dude, my laptop's being a B. Being a B word. It's 11:30. I'm hungry and I'm not eating till around 8 p.m. What's wild is how much fat gets stripped off you from fasting while still maintaining like any muscle structure that you have underneath. Dude, that would have been fucking nuts, bruh. I bet that like, see, when you have experiences like that, people don't really realize that it like not changes you, but it definitely like adds some development to your character. You know what I'm saying? So. Yeah, for sure, definitely. Well, perspective, you know, that contributes. Like it's like a perspective, but that also contributes to, you know what I'm saying? Your perspective contributes to who you are as a person, like in your character. So yeah, definitely gives you some perspective. Agreed, 100%. I don't think people really realize, like people really don't realize like what words are and how they correlate to things. Not you. I'm saying like when I'm asking you for the correct letter placement of a word, what am I asking you to do? I'm asking you to spell it. English is one of the most recently created languages. So it was intentionally engineered in order to encapsulate and enslave us. You know, it's like the same feeling of the kid who peed his pants in 5th grade. You can use words in order to, like when the kid who peed his pants in 5th grade and he still has that feeling and that reflection of that. You know, you can say stuff to people that resonates with them and that brings them down, and you put them in under a spell with your words. I don't do any drugs, the Big Lebowski. Weed. And I smoked a cigarette, so this morning, 1 cigarette. So THC and nicotine, the Big Lebowski. These are my paintings, brother man. What drugs was I on though? Back in the day, some opiates, pretty heavy for about 2-3 years. And then another year one time, and about 6 months another time, so... But no, 0 drugs. I don't even drink alcohol. The Big Lebowski. No, I mean, I definitely, maybe every 6 months to a year, try to utilize some psilocybin in order to kind of just hit the reset button. But yeah, other than that, no, I don't. I've probably only done psychedelics maybe 30 times my entire life, and I'm 39 years old in May, so I'm not done. I mean, that is a ton of times, but I've not really done a lot of psychedelics. I just look like this because I'm a fucking nutcase, and I live downtown Chicago. My buddy owned a tattoo shop, and yeah, we went ham. I gave a dude an ounce of weed, the owner of a tattoo shop, an ounce of weed to do that. And it was 3 4-hour sessions. It's 12 hours. It's still not even done yet. Like, the snake was free. A lot of stuff that, like, I got look at this. This is free. That was free. My buddy did that on me for free, and I told him to put the ball in. No psychs. And yeah, I can hear top of our shoe on Oops, and I can hear that. No, honestly, this is always how I've sounded. Yeah, dude, Subutex is fucking... Yeah, sub to the channel, bro. I got fucking words for you, brother. Subutex is so fucking hard to get off. My buddy back home is in Chicago's on Suboxone, so I feel that. Got a sub from me. Oh yeah, for sure. I'll sub back to you too. Let me screenshot it so I can, because for some reason I can't sub off of the thing, so I'm just gonna screenshot motherfuckers so I can save their shit. Later, bro. Later, my pets in my life. But yeah, I got plenty of prison tats. Here's some of like here's. That's off of a couch. That's off of a couch. That's off of a couch. I got some like couch shit too, like that. That's not a couch. That's not a couch. I got money over everything. Like I got some goofy ass shit. So, but yeah, I feel you, brother. Oh no, don't worry. I don't got a channel. I just watch shit. Okay, well, still, bro. Listen, when my shit gets popping though, I'm gonna buy a bunch of land and move everybody out. So, what I'm gonna be able to do is I'm gonna grow. Later, elbows suck. No, you know what sucked the worst? The fucking fingers, brother. I think it's just the nerve endings. People think, oh, it's on there. Oh, the ribs. I think the ribs hurt. They're on the ribs, but when you push your hands down there, it's the nerve endings right there that's really gets you. So it's where the nerves are. Even the face wasn't bad. Like the snake goes all the way the fuck up. If you can see, all the way up to like on my skull right there, all the way down. And it did not hurt anything like these. It's so great. It says homesick and then free mind. And it says home free and sick mind. But, so check this out, the Big Lebowski. You can say your real name if you don't want me to keep saying the Big Lebowski or whatever you go by. I'm gonna start growing when I get land. I'm gonna start growing poppies, and that's how you make opium. And you can also make, the H word out of that. So that's how we would be able to get you off of the subs, is doing that and weaning you off of that, because I weaned myself off of stuff using H, and then I took 3 methadone tablets, broke them in half, and ate those. So I kind of had 6 days worth of methadone, and a bunch of just days worth of opiates. Then after that, I went cold turkey. Shit was full. But yeah, so I'm gonna be able to get everybody off of everything that they're on, and still be able to utilize it occasionally. See, that's the thing. If you can utilize, because think about it. H comes from a fucking flower, dude. Like, comes from the sap of a bulb on a flower. Dude, I wish we could fast forward like 6 months to a year and everything's kind of fucking, got to a point of, this coming to fruition, because it's going to be so much fun having... I used to work at a slaughterhouse. I worked at a slaughterhouse a couple years ago for 2 years, from 2023 to 2022 to 2024. I've been on these for like 7 years. Oh yeah, dude, it does, dude. Detoxing and withdrawals are so... See, here's the thing that people don't tell you about. Like, when you're on opiates, it suppresses your emotions. So, like, when you get off of them and shit, even when you're done detoxing, you're spiraling emotions. Like, you're happy 1 second, you're sad the next second. You're cycling emotions, and you can't even control it. I remember one time I was laughing, I was crying, I was hurting so fucking bad. Like it was the weirdest, and I just felt like such a fucking a psych ward patient at the time. But yeah, it's definitely it's good to be able to persevere over certain things that kind of entrap us because I'm a type of person that like not necessarily like listening to authority, but like certain types of authority. Like I'm cool with my boss telling me whatever the fuck, you know. I do not give a shit about that. But like just some entitled weird shit. After a few days, that's what happened. Your brain starts, yeah, you just start cycling through emotions because you're no longer like dissociated from reality anymore. So that's really what like the dope does. It kind of allows you to just dissociate and just tune out and get the fuck away from it, and it kills like that internal pain that everyone kind of has, like that destitute loneliness of like, you know. So yeah, but I'm cool, bro. Like I got so much perspective from all that shit, man, and I know how hard it is, and I don't judge anybody for it, and I don't try to push them to like, you know, do anything but just care about themselves because at the end of the day, you know, that's what it starts with is just caring about ourselves. And I know that sounds so fucking cringe and like lame as fuck, but at the end of the day, bro, you gotta pat yourself on the back. You know, you still here, you know, you still pushing, and that's how I look at it. You know, at the end of the day, when I'm having a rough day, which it's been kind of rough lately, not having a job, so um, I'm like down to it. You know, like and it's you got to give yourself a pat on the back for getting to this point and understanding and having perspective. It's like you know what you got to do. It's not that easy and stuff, but you know what's up and you know what's best for you. You know, and reality and just existing is very difficult for some of us to cope with. So you know, falling into something like that, especially with my case, it just felt so simple, you know, to be able to like they they don't tell you how good it feels. They tell you it's dangerous, and then you do it, and you're like, oh, it's not dangerous. Well, no, the dangerous part is trying to get off it because you're physically dependent on it, you know, and it's so wild. But yeah, no, I don't necessarily try to tell anyone else what to do or how to go about it because life's a trip. It's your trip, you know? I can't tell you how to navigate it. I can't tell you how to navigate your ship on this trip, brother. But yeah, no, dude, I'm definitely gonna like set people up to fucking just feel a sense of value beyond a monetary sense. Like just your presence matters. You know, people care about you just being around, you know? And you don't have to bring anything to the table, you know, just like you being there has value. And then you feel that and it's reflective in the way that people converse with you and interact with you, you know? Like nobody holds each other in like high regard anymore, you know? In the proper sense. So that's what we're trying to do. That's what we are trying to do. Let me get my. Oops, sorry, that was very close to the cam. We got about 30 more minutes max, and then we gotta get up at ya. On behalf. This is not what I want to watch. This one. Ugh. Oh man. I am exhausted. Dude, why is my laptop being a B word? What What up, whoever's in the lobby? What you got cracking? Say words and stuff. Whew. Dude, my laptop is a laptop, brother. Bro, what's cracking?
Dear fellow Germans, a sudden commotion has come over the German people. Now, even those circles are beginning to stir, which until now have been deaf to the constant warnings that we have been trying to address to the mass of our people, almost without interruption, for the past 3 years. Of course, many people still do not know why they are upset.
Dude, my fucking laptop
Perhaps it is only about so-called special
tapping
privileges,
my
or about
ass,
the
brother.
restriction of freedom of speech, or about the politicization of the civil service, and so on.
Is it turning on?
All these are extremely serious matters. Today, however, it is about
It
much
looked
more.
like it was trying
It is about
to.
a huge process of destruction of our people and our fatherland. This is happening now before our very eyes. All these things would be trifles in themselves if they did not represent characteristics.
Who's in here? Say what's up. Troll me or
Which has taken
something.
place for many years and whose end will be a horrible one. We can all sense that now two worlds are colliding with each other.
Two
and not only
worlds.
here, but everywhere we look. In the now oppressed Russia, in Italy, in France, and in England, etc. A relentless struggle between the ideals of the national-minded and the nebulous international. It is a struggle that now goes back almost 120 years. It began at the moment when the Jew received the right of citizenship in the European states. The political emancipation of the Jews was the beginning of a madness, for with it one gave full civic rights and equality to a people which was racially much more clearly and abruptly demarcated than all others, which always formed and will always form a state within the state. Perhaps not all at once, but it went just as it does today, and as it always has gone. First a little finger, then a second and a third, and so bit by bit, until at last a people which still in the 18th century,
Alright guys, I gotta get up out of here. Well,
came to possess
yeah, I gotta
politically
get up out
the
of here.
same rights of citizenship as ourselves.
Let
And
me.
that's
I
exactly
need to
how it
just
went
get this shit
economically
started
as well.
up first,
The mass
so I can
industrialization
follow these
meant
motherfuckers
that crowds came into being. Unfortunately, not properly handled by concentration of great large masses of workers in the cities. Those who had the moral obligation to take care of them. In parallel with this, however, there was a gradual monetization of the entire labor force. The share system came into being, and as a result, the stock exchange gradually became the conductor of the entire national economy. But the owners of this institution were, and are without exception, Jews. I say without exception because the few more than who participate in it as non-Jews are in the end nothing more than token Christians who are needed to keep up the pretense to the broad masses that these institutions are natural to all peoples and their economies, while in reality they are institutions which correspond exclusively to the essence of the Jewish people and thus also spring from it. At that time, Europe